I recently had the same trip 2 weeks in a row, and they both were flying over water, Aruba to Charlotte, but they were very different flights because I had two different aircraft, really, as far as our safety equipment on board. If you ever watched the flight attendant safety demo, sometimes they say you can use your seat as a flotation device, or times they say there's a rafts on board or slides that can be used as rafts. Well, it happens to deal with what we have on board, that aircraft. So again, this is a flight from Aruba to Charlotte. And starting off, we departed from runway 11, our now departure, the Kisses departure, very funny name. And this is the endpoint down in Aruba. It's very common down there to have one departure page with all these endpoints, and that's the name of the departure. So we did the Kisses departure. Also of note down there, the transition altitude is 2,500 feet. So we go to 2992 at 2,500 feet. So they say climb and maintain flight level 40, which is 4,000 feet. But you still have to go 250 below 10 in their airspace, and it's in big letters down below. So the first week I did this flight, I had a 400 nautical mile airplane, meaning I can go 400 miles offshore just fine. This week I had a 162 mile plane. So to speak, I couldn't go further than 162 miles from shore, not an airport, just shore. Very odd terminology. I'm not showing you this. We have those little ones and twos. Those are just different countries' boundaries for their air traffic space, what they own their airspace. You see the little 162 nautical mile rings there. So I have to go between those, and I'm fine all the way up to the Bahamas. And see that fix called Ozina? That's a very important fix. I have to go over that fix in a limited overwater airplane, because if I don't go over that fix, I go outside that boundary. So I'm going to get rid of the Ozina fix, and you'll see Newcar to Ogre, I am further than 162 nautical miles from shore. If I'm ever in doubt, I do have a little range ring I can pop up on the screen and give me a good idea about how far I am from shore. Again, it's shore, not an airport. It's very funny wording. And you might be wondering, why is that a hard left turn going into Charlotte? Why can't we go more inland? Airspace that's used, I think, for military operations often that we can't go into without permission. So when I zoom in here, you'll see all of the little airspace rings. So we have a little corridor we can fly in. If they're not using that airspace, we can go direct. It's very rare for us, or at least from my experience flying to horrible Charlotte Airport, to be given clearance to fly direct to pit row from a way further down the chain. Anyways, we have very different aircraft in my airline as far as what each aircraft capabilities can do. As far as going over water, we have ETOPS planes that can go to Hawaii. We have 400 nautical mile planes that can go 400 miles offshore over the waters route. And then we have the limited over water planes as well. Quick video. Again, you can see we have lots of information on this. This is a JEP FD Pro. Tons of information. I can limit it. I can add more. Again, flying from like Dallas to Cancun, there's a whole area there where if you're in a limited over water plane, you have to fly around the Gulf of Mexico. You can't go direct unless you have a extended over water plane. Not necessarily ETOPS, it's extended over water. Over on the West Coast, 100 nautical miles is all that I guess they really care about. Short video. Have a great day, and thank you as always for stopping by.